What's up, everybody? It's Alain Gonzalez with musclemonsters.com. Today, I just kind of got a random video that I'm doing. I guess you could call this just a rant, just kind of talking about one particular subject that might go a bunch of different places, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. I see that a lot of people in the fitness community are always bashing other people. Basically just saying, who are you to give advice when you're not in shape yourself? Not necessarily to me, but, just to maybe other guys on YouTube or in the fitness community, things like that. One point I want to make is this. If you ever see, let's take for example, an MMA fighter. All right, one of the greatest MMA fighters in the world, George St. Pierre, okay? He has one particular coach, okay? I'm sure he has tons of coaches, but one in particular, and I don't know his name off the top of my head, but that's the guy who trains George St. Pierre to be one of the best fighters in the world. But that guy is not one of the best fighters in the world. In fact, I don't think that this guy has ever even stepped in a cage for a fight. But he trained George St. Pierre, or helped train George St. Pierre, to become one of the best fighters in the world. So whenever you're taking advice from somebody, don't just look at their physique and say, okay, well, he's jacked, so he must know what he's doing. Or, more importantly, don't look at someone who's not in great shape and say, oh, well, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, because if he did, he would be in better shape. It's not always the case. So don't ever look at somebody for their physique and base whether you're going to take their information or not, okay? What I would recommend that you do instead is just listen to the information, take it in, but ultimately, and this even goes for me, whenever you listen to my information or anything that I teach or show you guys, research it for yourself. All right? The websites are available, the books are available, everything that is available to me and every other fitness expert is available to you. Before you say, oh, Alain, you're not even that big, you're not even that jacked, and not listen to me at all, do the research for yourself, all right? Because ultimately, that's the only thing that you could trust, because I might say something different than him, he might say something different than me, and now you're lost. So ultimately, just do the research for yourself. And also, I want to touch on one more thing real quick, kind of on the same topic. You never want to just look at a guy and say, oh man, he's in unbelievable shape, look how big he is, he's jacked, so I'm going to definitely listen to him over listening to Alain, because Alain's in decent shape, but he's not that big. Alright, it's not about where you are, it's about how far you've gotten, okay? Maybe, alright, maybe this may not be the case, but maybe this big jacked guy that you're talking about, maybe he's been big all his life, Maybe he's 270 pounds, but for the most part, he's always been about 250, 260 pounds, or just always naturally been just a big muscular guy, Genetics play a huge role in this, and his journey, or he may just not have gotten that far, but since he's already big and muscular, then you might say he knows what he's doing. But it's not about where you are, it's about how far you've gotten. I would rather not listen and take advice on how to make $1 million from some kid whose parents made $1 million and just gave him the $1 million, so now he has $1 million and he wants to show me how to make $1 million, as opposed to some random Joe who has figured out a formula and worked his way up to making $500,000 or even $1 million. Okay? I might not be explaining it as good as it sounds to me in my own head, but just so you can understand, I'd rather take advice from someone who's done the work, okay, who has had that journey, as opposed to someone who has no journey and just fits the part, okay? And this is not directed towards anyone in specific. This is just kind of a random rant, because I've been seeing a lot of things and questions about, would you listen to a personal trainer who wasn't in good shape? And a lot of people say no, they have to play the role and this and that, they have to be a role model, etc., etc. But the fact of the matter is that ultimately it's on you. But don't just look at somebody and say, hey, they don't look the part, so I can't trust them. But also don't look at somebody who does play the part and say, he must know what he's talking about. Because you don't know the journey, you don't know how far they've come. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. Just a quick rant. You guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to click the like button. That way I know that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for more fitness videos if you haven't already. Till next time, see ya.